So let's look at the first example. Negative 6/8 minus 4/5. Do I have a common denominator?
No.
No. What would a common denominator be? Two numbers are the same, so I gotta look at the bottom number. So between 8 and 5, what's gonna be my common denominator? What's the number 8 and 5 can both go into?
16. Go.
40. So how do I get from 8 to 40? By 5. So 6 times 5 is 30. So I have a negative 30 over 40 minus, how do I get from 5 to 40? Times by 8. So 4 times 8? 32. So I've now changed it so I have common denominator. So I have negative 30 over 40 minus 32 over 40. Keep, flip, change. So I now have a negative 30 over 40 plus a negative 32 over 40. Same or different signs? Same. So what do I need to do? Add. So what do I get? Negative 62 over 40.
1 equals 122.40. 1 to negative 122.30.
Okay, so Giovanni thinks it's negative 1 and 22 over 40.
Yeah, 40.
Does that reduce?
Yes.
To what?
It reduces to 11, 20. 1.
Negative 1 and 11 over 20. So remember, we have to divide since the top number is larger. You take 40 into 62, it goes one time. 22 is left over. You keep the denominator. Then you have to reduce. So my answer would be negative 1 and 11 over 20. Okay? The next one, 3.1. On your homework, you won't have any of decimals that you have to change to fractions, so I'm going to change it for you. This is 3 and 1/10. Okay, so we're taking 3 and 1/10 plus 8/4. So first thing I need to do is change this to be an improper. So how do I get 3 and 1/10 to be improper?
3 times 10 plus 1.
Okay, so 3 times 10 plus 1 gives me what?
31.
31 over 10 plus 8 over 4. Now I need to get a common denominator.
It's going to be 20.
20. So how do I get from 10 to 20? Times by 2. So whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. 31 times 2 is
62.
62 over 20 plus, I know this has to be 20, so how do I get from 4 to 20? Times by 5. So 8 times 5 is 40. Add 62 plus 40. 102 over 20. How many times does 20 go into 102?
5 over
5. What's left over?
2.
2 over
20.
20. Does that reduce?
Yeah, 110.
So I have 5 and 1 over 10. I have the next one. I have 24 minus a negative 9/8. So how do I take a whole number and change it to a fraction? Put a 1 underneath. So I have 24 over 1 minus a negative 9/8. What's my common denominator going to be? 8. So 24 times 8. I'm going to do it off on the side here. 8 times 4 is? 8 times 4? 32. Carry a 3. 8 times 2?
202.
Not 202.
209.
What's 8 times 2? 16 plus 3?
Oh, 192.
192 over 8. I'm going to keep flip change, so it's going to change it to a positive 9/8. 192 plus 9?
201.
201 over 8. Now I got to divide, so 201 goes on the inside, 8 on the outside.
1,000.
How many 8s go into 20?
Like
8 and turn around. 8 goes into 20 how many times? Twice, which gives me 16. Subtract, I have 4. Bring my 1 down.
5.
8 into 40. 1 goes 5. 41. So it would be 25 and 1/8. What are you last at, Travis? So we put in 1 underneath to get a whole number. We had to get common denominator. So between 1 and 8, what's your common denominator? 8. So we had to take 24 times 8, because I had to take 1 times 8 to get 192 over 8. Keep, flip, change. That changes to a plus. That changes to a plus. So we're just adding 9 over 8. We didn't change that one. 192 plus 9 gives you 201 over 8. Whenever the top number is larger than the bottom, you have to divide. So we set 8 into 201, divided it out. That was our answer. Okay. The next one, you're not going to have any like this on the assignment, but I just want to talk through it real quick. So keep, flip, change. So I'm adding 5.8 plus 2. So think of 5.8 as $5.80 plus $2. So what's $5.80 plus 2? 7.8. There's a lot of people trying to tell me it's 6 because they don't line up the decimal. Right? 7.8. Because they take 5.8 plus 2 and they put the 2 under the 8. Okay, the last one, 4.3 plus 2/6. This should be 4 3/10 plus 2/6. 4.3 is the same thing as 4 3/10. So change 4 3/10 to improper. So 4 times 10 plus 3.
43.
43 over 10 plus 2 over 6. Common denominator is going to be what? 30. So how do I get from 10 to 30?
Times 3.
Times by 3. So 43 times 3.
I don't know.
So 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3,
129.
so 129 plus, how do I get from 6 to 30? Times 5, so 2 times 5 is 10. Add together, 139 over 30. Okay, so I'd have to divide, but I'm going to look at it. How many times does 3 go into 13?
4 times.
4 times, so 30 times 4 is 120. So I have 4, and how much left over? 19 over 30.
Is that reduced? No.
No, 19 is a prime number. Okay? Open to page 2.